Hello there, and welcome to the Pooh Finger Podcast with me, Wayne Cooper. Mr. Lee Neal has returned.
Oh, hello.
And over in the corner, he dreams of a Gary Glitter revival, but I don't like his chances of survival. It's Kempin!
Again, you do so well to touch the border without crossing it. It's quite impressive. Good evening, folks.
If you sat on the throne, you gotta go fast. Helping along with the Pooh Finger Podcast. We talk a lot of shit, why don't you listen and see? Now you're fingering with Kempin and me. If you're on the job and you don't want to last, just think of the guys at the Pooh Finger Podcast. So play along at home, and if you like what we do, like and subscribe and follow the Pooh. Like and subscribe with the finger right up your bum.
This week we are talking survival video games. This is the first Mr. Neal's hearing of it because he's been away.
Yep.
We don't tell him anything. He's just come back, and so we're doing survival games this week, Mr. Neal.
Winging it all the way.
On the spot.
Yeah, so we're talking all those video games. There's been a bit of a surge in the old survival video game popularity. Loads of stuff like Rust is really big and popular.
Yeah.
I've not played it personally, but
No.
I'd really like to. But there's been loads of others, and some really poo ones, and then some absolutely addictive, fantastic ones.
Yeah.
And so
No?
Let's do it.
let's do this, poo this, without further ado. Let's get this road on the show. Let's go.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
The greatest of all time is what we're gonna choose. Which one is the best and which ones are just poo? The greatest survival games of all time!
You might actually be able to do this one and pull it off and make it sound like an actual word.
The scote.
Yeah. Well done.
Took a while for my brain to force that word out of my mouth then. Unnatural. Yeah, so we like playing video games, and I especially like survival games, one of my favourite genres of games. I know you guys aren't as keen on the survival game, are you?
I'm not a big fan.
I'm more just a good plot, good controls and all that
You like a
jazz.
story game?
Yeah, I don't want to have like too in-depth things to it. If I'm going to think about making sure my character eats more often than I probably fucking do, it's like
Yeah.
it just ain't the same, you know.
Yeah, some of them do tend to cram a lot in, like, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, but
Yeah.
some of them get the balance right.
Yeah.
And they could be really entertaining, like especially with base building and stuff. I love a base builder.
Very much so.
Yeah. So should we start some numbers?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Think 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and 4 Minecraft.
All right. 1.
Hey, that's me first. That's been so long.
It has, and I really hope you haven't got my choice because I've not got a second one.
I won't have your choice, man.
Bet you have.
I bet Mr. Neal can guess my choice.
Is it Valheim?
Oh, no. That was a big contender because I got really addicted to that recently.
That one sucked you in, didn't it?
Big
Ooh.
time.
Now, this is the thing. I think I know what yours is going to be, but it's not going to be on hardcore mode where you do have to eat every 5 minutes and stuff like that. But carry on. I'm taking up your time.
Oh, okay. No, mine was released on the 21st of April 2020 on the PS4 and Xbox One.
Ooh.
It is by the Australian developer Beam Team Games, running on the Unity engine, and it is Stranded Deep.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
think that. It was either between that, Conan Exiles, and Valheim. I thought it was going to be your picks.
They were the top three that I was thinking of, because I love Conan, which I'm sure we'll talk about shortly, Camp? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But, yeah, Valheim was really good, but Stranded Deep, I was thinking, oh, no, I don't want to pick that one, because it was really scary. Made me really anxious in place, because I don't like the sea and the open water, and the fact that you're in a little cluster of desert islands and you've got to build a raft to go and go over to another island to get the resources and stuff, because you start running out of resources really quick on the first island. There's only so much you can do. And you're just like gathering leaves and coconuts and like crafting things and building yourself a little base, and like it's really good fun.
Yeah.
But going out on the ocean on your little raft, and then like especially if a storm comes, and you can see the shark fins in the water. Oh man, you do not want to be falling in. And they can come like the first time I travelled to another island, I built a really shitty little raft. Like I was like, this will do. This is all I've got. Sailed over and got flipped by a shark into the water. I was like, no.
I was gonna say, how would you compare it to something like, let's say, Top Gear, when they have to build a raft? Better or worse?
Oh, it's way better, man, because you're not in any kind of danger in real life. This is the good thing about survival games. You can think, oh, yeah, I'd be really good at surviving. No, you wouldn't. No. You might be good at it in a computer game.
Yeah.
You're not surviving in the real world. Imagine actually being faced with sharks. No, thanks. I'm not getting in that water.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah.
Like the realism of it, because you can get sunburnt if you stay in the sun. You've got a little wristwatch on, which is your health gauge and everything. So there's nothing on the screen, and you're just kind of like, oh, right, let's see if I'm hungry or like thirsty, and it'll beep at you if you've got like sunstroke and stuff, and so it helps you out a little bit. But that's all you've got. Like you're on your own to like.
Do you feel
craft things.
Stranded?
You do feel pretty deeply stranded in this game. They did a brilliant job of it.
Now, I remember you telling me about a bit where you do have to go underwater. You have to like follow this chain down or something like that.
Oh yeah. So there's I think it's 4 big bosses in the game, and I only came across one, and it terrified me so much. I'm not even gonna if I see a buoy in the water, I'm not going up to it, because that's where a boss is. And there was this buoy in the water. I was like, what the fuck is that? I hadn't come across anything like it before. Sailed over to it in my little raft, dropped anchor, and
splish.
jumped up on it. I was like, what's this all about? I was like, searching it for anything I could salvage for my base, and nothing on the top of it. Searched the whole thing. I was like, this is weird. It's going to be underneath, isn't it? So I swam underneath it, and we're in deep shark territory as it is, and there's a chain just going all the way down into the darkness of the sea, and I was like, oh. So I came back up, got a breath, made sure I was prepared. I was like, I'm going to follow the chain, see where it leads. There's got to be treasure at the bottom. There's got to be something tasty at the end of that. So I start swimming down, and it's just getting darker and darker and darker. And then all of a sudden I just see a massive tentacle that's wrapped around it, move. And it's fucking swings, and I'm like, holy shit, and it's a fucking kraken. And it starts coming up it's a giant squid, and it fucking starts coming up the chain at you. So I was like, fucking swimming away as fast as I could, get up to the top, got on my raft, started sailing away, because I had an onboard motor that I was I'd been harvesting potatoes and shit, making fuel for it. So I was ripping off on my little onboard motor, and this tentacle came out the ocean, just slapped me off my raft, just straight into the water, and then wrapped around me and dragged me under the water.
No, that's nightmare.
Oh man, my heart was pounding out of my chest, and I was nearly crying with anxiety. I was fuck, and then managed to I was stabbing it, because I had my little stone tools that I'd made. So I'm fucking stabbing it. And let go, swam back up to the top, got on my raft, managed to get away, and there's all this dramatic music playing and everything, so it's just so intense, and that it terrified me, but I was like,
did the squid pop its head out of water, like looking like, yeah, better look next time, dickhead.
Oh no, you just see like the ends of the tentacles come out in the water, like, and splashing next to you, like trying to grab you.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it's fucking horrible.
Sounds terrifying.
Got back to a safe island. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll fucking.
And does it have that emptiness? You know, when you go under the water, it's just vast emptiness. You know, when we used to play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it's the same feeling you get in Sea of Thieves
when you get knocked off your boat by the fucking megalodon or something.
Yeah, or it's
terrifying.
Fuck that.
It's even scarier than in Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, when you do the underwater ones with the sharks and stuff. Like that gets you a little bit like, ooh, there's a shark over there, I've got to avoid it. But this, you can't see shit. The shit comes out the darkness at you, and like
it's first person as well.
Yeah, like when you're near the shore, it's cool because you can see them quite a way away. But oh man, it terrified me. But at the same time, it was such a fun game. So that's my pick, Stranded Deep.
Good pick.
Brilliant game. Everyone give it a play. It's normally pretty cheap or free if you've got subscription services. Have a go.
Cool, and a go.
I'm going to say a 1-2 and a 3-4.
Ooh. 3.
It's you.
Yeah. So, Mr. Maynor, you were not wrong. Huh?
Remember in season 1 when you were always last?
Yeah.
And then in season 2 you've been first all the time.
I have, haven't I?
So yeah, Mr. Maynor, you were correct. Yeah, my choice is Conan Exiles.
Fuck yeah, Funcom, baby.
Yeah. For starters, I'm talking just about multiplayer here because fuck the plot. I did not bother one iota with the plot.
Oh no.
Apart from like the learning bit, like
as soon as the hand holding's gone,
you're
just like, right, now it's time to play Conan.
Yeah, I'm going to stab everything. I'm going to build everything. So for me, Conan Exiles did just right with the whole sort of survival aspects of it. Yeah, you still had to eat. Yeah, you still had to drink, but everything was kind of in a ready supply, because when you start off in the game, basically you go to like a little small island somewhere. You can easily find a beach, and there you go. You're gonna have trees, so you can get like coconuts and shit.
Gather your wood, gather your stones to build your tools and build your house. Like every survival game is based on those like building blocks. Like you start from the very bottom with whatever you can find, and then you start manufacturing shit as you go, which is awesome.
But what made sense to me was you didn't have to go too far into it with how many things you had to get before something would be created. So, for example, you got like, I don't know, sand, fire, and I think it was iron ore or something like that, and that makes you... No, not iron ore, rock or something like that, and that makes you bricks and things like that. So you only need a couple of things, you bung them in your kiln, and there you go, you got 30-odd bricks.
Yeah.
But those 30-odd bricks can build about 1,000 different things. Because technically they can. So you can build a wall with a window, you can build a normal wall, you can build stairs, you can build a ramp, you can do this, you can do that.
Start unlocking the tiers of building and stuff.
Yeah.
Advancing.
Yeah, that accelerates at just the right amount to keep you interested as well.
Plus, you got all the sliders to adjust it as well. So if you wanted to, like when we played together, we just fucking turned it all up, didn't we? So we could just like get loads of resources.
So it was like
carry
creative
everything.
mode.
Yeah. But basically, we found out to do the server settings, which is practically God mode. And with that, for starters as well, just when you design your character, once you've got the server settings, your own server sort of thing in the server settings edited, you can make your character fully nude.
Full nudity mode, baby.
Yep, that's male or female, there's no...
Fully adjustable dong.
Yeah, and it's not just like in Cyberpunk where it's like, oh yeah, okay, he's got a can of monster between his legs or something like that. On this, you've got like a 6.5 foot floppy dong.
You got sliders for the dong, haven't you?
Yeah, and for lady parts as well.
You guys sent me screenshots of the fucking characters you made.
Oh, absolutely.
So mine and Kemp's characters on Conan Exiles were like, had full like awesome leather like studded armor and like awesome helmets and shit
on the top half,
but and on the legs and everything and the boots, but we purposely left off the crotch part of the costumes, so our dongs were hanging out, and these massive swinging dongs. And often when we'd like leave the server, one of us would leave the server, we'd like teabag each other. Yeah. Someone's AFK, come back to a good teabagging.
I'll be hanging off like his portal or something just above his front door, but again, fully nude, so I'm just hanging right in front of his door with my cock out.
The brilliant thing about Conan is you can have thralls.
Yeah.
AKA slaves.
Yeah.
And we went around and we gathered like 3 women from the nearby towns.
Yeah.
Like knocked them out and dragged them back to our fortress that we built.
Cancel culture much.
And just made them topless dancers on our massive, gigantic dining table.
Fucking hell, we're getting cancelled for this, guys.
Sat on my Conan throne.
Well, my
It was so gross. Amy was watching like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, look at the titties.
Did they have jiggle physics?
Yeah, full jiggle physics. And like, but you can't like select their booby size. You just like get what you get, like whatever you find. And, like you find dancers, or you find like cooks and like blacksmiths and things like that. It's not just the titty dancers that you want, that you're after. You can have male dancers as well.
Yeah. Well, that's something I was going to expand upon because
equality and all that.
Yeah.
That's something I was going to expand upon because, like, with the certain things, like for example, let's say you kill an animal, so you get some meat to cook. If you eat meat raw, there's a chance you might get ill from it.
And it spoils.
And you only get like a couple of health back from it. You cook it, you get much more health and no chance of it.
But then you get the recipes.
Yeah, you get your recipes, but also you can burn stuff if you leave it on the stove too long.
Yeah.
And it's alright, but it doesn't do anywhere near as good as it should. But my base that I did, this was the one, I was quite proud of this one, because I never really bothered with survival games. But yeah, this one I stuck with, because again, you know, we edited the shit out of it, we cheated to fuck. So, I had, the main part of my base was on, like, the actual main island part, but it was a tiny little sort of outcrop, just a bit over the ocean.
Like the island, oh, yeah.
I know
what you mean.
So in my main base, you had all your standard sort of stuff, like you had a little ironworks place, you had a tannery, you had a kitchen, you had my bedroom, for example, a wardrobe with all my suits of armour and shit in, and all my swords on the wall and whatever. But there was also a secret little hatch that I made, and you pop it open and you climb up it, and that's my little worshipping room, and it's all like room within a room sort of thing. I was quite proud of how I built this one. And I can't remember the character's name, but my deity was the goddess of lust or something like that. So her worshipping shrine, thank you, that's it. Her shrine is it's almost like imagine I can't even think, like a Conan style, like strip bar sort of thing or something like that, you know, and we've got like places for you dancing, girls at the top, and everything's got like chains and stuff on it, and schools and whatever. It's actually kind of cool in a weird way. But my favourite bit though was a bit across on the other little outpost, because with that one I made 2 elevators that transported you across to it. One that goes across to my personal viewing platform where my throne is to look down on it.
And, look down on everyone.
This is brilliant. I was so proud of this one. And another one which was on the roof. And the idea was, let's say someone would take your camp or you had a prisoner. You take the prisoner across on that top one. I go across on my little elevator, have a little seat on my throne. Prisoners at the top of this building, open up a trap door right in the middle of it. And I purposefully, with testing, constructed this thing so that when you get chucked in down the hole, you fall with just enough thing to like seriously injure yourself but not die. You've got about a millimetre of health left on screen, you're like completely fucked. And that is where you go into your server settings and go, spawn like biggest boss in the game or something like that. And they have to, well, it's like a Rancor pit. Imagine I'm Jabba and that's a Rancor pit.
Right.
So, in fact, don't compare it to Jabba, ever.
I had a similar thing in Fallout with my stadium that I built.
Oh, sorry.
The Deathclaw cage.
Yeah. Sorry, one last bit, sorry. The best part of this was, if you managed to get away from a boss long enough to start climbing up the wall, it was like, oh, well and good. Yeah, start climbing up. You can't get to me because I'm surrounded by spikes. But you start, you start climbing up the thing, and you get to the top. You're like, "Oh fuck, I'm nearly there." You start like hand holding it across the roof to the hatch, and you're about maybe 2 handsprings before the hatch, and you run out of stamina, and you fall all the way back down and break your legs again, and smash by a big giant boss. So yeah, you're saying your Deathclaw cage.
Oh, no, that was it. I was just throwing a little tidbit there, man.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's my choice. Conan Exiles, because granted, yeah, I had to cheat a little bit to do it, but everything was just right. You know, you got everything.
It is good fun when you play it properly.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that you can play by I recently re-downloaded it on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Started again, but I was just like, fuck starting again. I'm just going to go God mode.
Yeah.
And just unlocked everything instantly and just built a massive fortress. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I flew around the map, found an awesome spot and just built a massive fortress. I was like, right, done now, deleted the game.
but that's it, mate. Yeah, you can just play it as a survival thing, survival mechanics, Okay.
That's what it is.
Well, yeah.
Whole thing.
Yeah, maybe build a decent enough base to get you going and then turn your settings back to normal.
I can imagine if you're into it, then the multiplayer aspect is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, if you could be arsed with that. I had all that turned off. I was like, I'm going private lobby all the way.
I know when I tried playing it, it was on multiplayer, and as soon as you spawn in on that beach, you're just dead.
Yeah.
People come after you. Fuck, why? Let me play.
There's big fucking gorilla type creatures and crocodiles and shit.
Don't like playing with other people.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Depends. If it's you guys, I love it. But random strangers on the internet, good thanks. I don't want to be abused by a 10-year-old.
No.
That's it. That's
a
my
roll,
choice.
roll, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Hey,
it's me. Cool, so my pick is slightly different to you guys.
Oh,
that you guys have gone for a more stricter kind of survival game where it's all different survival elements and stuff.
You've gone for some survival
And
horror.
like base building and whatever. My one is more of like an action, adventure puzzle / survivor.
Okay.
You got Minecraft, haven't you?
I have not got Minecraft, no. So I've chosen the 2018 indie game, Deliver Us the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Which one's that one again? Is that the story game?
Yeah, so it's big story. There's no combat or anything in it. It's set in a future Earth where we've used all of the resources on the planet. Like the planet's just brown now. There's not even water left.
Racist.
But scientists have discovered they can get energy from the moon. So they beam it down through satellites and everything's going back to normal again. And then all of a sudden energy stops coming down.
Right.
And then, because the world's so fucked, you're literally the only astronaut left. So you have to go up in space to see what's going on in this space station.
That sounds creepy.
It is really creepy because you get there, so you have to fly up and you got to do all the puzzles. So you got to do the whole launch sequence and do all these mini games in the right time. Then you fly off, and then you got to you dock and you get in there and all the gravity's still off. So you're just floating around and it's all fucking weird. It's really good anti-gravity physics in it. You proper do just float and you have to really think about where you're jumping from and stuff.
A bit like the shipbuilder game. Have you played that? Is it Shipbreaker? Where you're in a space yard and you've got to float around and take the bits off and throw them and then shoot.
I'm aware of it.
I've not played that one.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Carry on. Make a note of that to play that because that is really good.
Yeah, so you get to the space station and then you dock and you go in and there's no one around. And you're in a massive space station. It's proper creepy. You go around and you have to try and figure out what happened. Where's it all gone? All this energy and stuff, and where's all the crew gone?
Everybody's dead, Dave.
But there's a few bodies floating around and stuff. It's dead creepy, but you got to manage your oxygen. At one point you got to do a spacewalk, because it's completely blocked, so you got to go into space and go across the station. And that's terrifying, because you can literally go anywhere, but you have a really limited amount of oxygen to get you across.
Yeah.
And if you start floating away, it's really good. And then you end up on the surface of the moon. So you eventually get there, and you get in a moon buggy. You go around. There's a little Easter egg in it where if you go around the back of the moon base, there's the moon landing scene, but it's with a green screen on the back.
Brilliant.
The moon landing on the moon staged. But it was such a good game. It's an amazing story, And the setting and how it's all made is just perfect. Like, there's very minimal music or like sound effects. It's such an eerie silence.
Nice.
Which it would be.
Yeah.
I like an
It's just floating
atmosphere from a
around.
game.
Yeah.
A game that gives you an atmosphere that you feel. You're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
like, whether it's unease or like tranquility. It's like floating and flying around in No Man's Sky. It's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
can be really peaceful sometimes.
Yeah, so good. The story was absolutely gripping. Like, it really held me. I really recommend it. It's fucking fantastic. It was so good.
I do keep meaning to play it, but I could never remember, because you mentioned it a few times,
Yeah.
and I can never remember the title when I'm flicking through the game library, so I'll keep an eye out for it now.
I kind of want to ask what happened, but at the same time, I don't.
No spoilers, man.
That's what I mean, yeah, for once.
Spoiler free.
No spoiler alert.
Although, spoiler alert, in Stranded Deep, I did get all the parts for the plane and fly away from the island.
Oh.
You fly away and then you wake up on the plane at the beginning again and you crash again.
Hey.
I was like, no! Like, you fly off into the distance and the sun sets and everything, and then you wake up in the plane with the intro video, like, oh, fuck.
That's cool. And so, yeah, my pick's slightly different because it's not strictly a survival game, but there's definitely a big survival element. You got to survive in space and on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
It's a twist on it. I like it. Yeah, give that. I think it's called Hard Space Shipbreaker a go as well, because that's very much, you've got to control your jets and things, and you fly around with a cutter and like chop bits off broken ships, and you've got to like extract bits and throw them in certain chutes, and you're just floating around, and you've got to watch your oxygen and get back to the thing to refill it every now and again. It's really good. It's like really, really peaceful because you're floating around in space. But yeah, it's good, man.
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah. Should we pick a winner then?
Let's do it.
Well, I don't think we should. We should let fate decide.
Yes.
Let Castle Grayskull decide.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4. Minecraft. Fucking bullshit wank game.
I think Minecraft would be a deserving winner.
One.
One.
Hey, Stranded Deep. Cool. Yeah, everyone give it a go. It's really fucking scary sometimes.
Yeah.
I hate that open water stuff. Like I said, when we played Sea of Thieves and you come off the boat,
it was terrifying.
I hated it.
So much panic. Like my heart would always start racing whenever you go overboard. My heart would race for you guys. Like just hearing you on the mic go fuck, trying to get back to the boat. Oh shit!
Turn around. Pick me up. But no, to have a game that's just like focused around that. No.
If you've not got fear of open water, I'm sure you'll really enjoy it as a survival game. But
it does sound good though. I do want to give it a go.
I built a little chopper. I'm remembering everything now. I built a little like micro chopper that like, I had to fill with my potato fuel.
Thanos copter.
Yeah, I
yes.
could just like fly a little gyrocopter that just flew around from island to island, could island hop in it. But you have to use it really reservedly because obviously survival and that. Yeah, man, good times. Give it a go, everyone.
Yeah.
Sweet.
What's your favourite, greatest survival game of all time? Let us know in the comments.
Play along at home.
Play along at
Play
home.
along at home.
It is quizzy time, so give your meat a rub. We're all having fun in Wayne's Nub Hub. Welcome to Wayne's Nub Hub. In my hub of nub, we will be talking all about survival.
Ooh.
Now, I know Mr. Neil had a Q&A-ness on surviving the apocalypse.
I did.
So I thought, oh, that was good. That was tasty. Some real life shit. And I thought, but I don't want to copy that because that's what fucking camps do. So what I'll do. So here we are in the survival nub. I've got 10 questions for you guys. These are all about real life human beings that have survived crazy situations.
Ooh.
Wee.
Done a lot of research on this, not gonna lie. Spent more than a couple of minutes on it.
On
Which is what I normally do, yeah. No AI involved. Just some straight up hardcore old school research.
Sweet.
So I hope you enjoy this quizzy. I have assigned some buzzers to y'all. Mr. Neil, if you'd like to test yours. It's the Eye of the Tiger by
Survivor.
Yeah. A survival theme running throughout. Kemp, if you want to give yours a go.
I've got a feeling I know what this is going to be.
Do you wanna be my gang, my gang, my gang? You wanna be my gang? Oh yeah!
Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
Call back to the intro.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I recorded these buzzers about 4 hours ago. So I had to come up with that intro. I had no Gary Glitter intro, but I fucking got there at the Would you like to change your buzzer, Camp?
Yeah, please.
Okay, through the magic of editing. We are back. And Camp, if you'd like to give your buzzer a go.
I'm a survivor.
Oh.
It's me, I am Tiger. I'm a survivor. It's me, I am a survivor.
Almost.
Yeah.
Trying to get you to go in sync, man.
Oh.
Are you ready for your 10 questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quiz me. Quizmaster.
In 1972, Vesna Vulovic was a Yugoslavian flight attendant on board JAT Flight 367 when the aircraft shattered in mid-air above Czechoslovakia.
Ooh.
Vesna was the sole survivor of the crash, but at what height did she fall?
Oh.
Closest 1,000 wins.
Now, I think I know a little bit about this.
It's me, I am
Mr. Neil?
I'm going with 12,000 feet.
Mr. Camp?
I'm going to say quite a bit high. I'm going to say, I think it's even higher than this, but I'm going to say 22,000 feet.
Camp's the closest.
I think it was
33,000
Oh, wow.
feet. And it earned her a Guinness World Record.
Oh,
Yeah.
She suffered a fractured skull and broken legs amongst many other severe injuries,
Yeah.
but she survived.
she survived being turned into paste.
33,000 feet.
That's insane.
Incredible.
I wouldn't want to be alive after that.
No.
No.
Camp's on the board.
We.
Okay. In 2012, Jose Salvador Alvarenga embarked on a routine fishing trip on the Pacific Ocean where he was caught in a huge storm and set adrift with no way home. He had to eat raw fish, turtles and birds to survive. How long was he adrift before being rescued?
It's me,
In days.
Oh.
I'm going with 98 days.
Camp?
That's really frustrating because this isn't my answer. But my answer was going to be 101. And now I don't want to say that because that's too close.
He would.
Yeah, I would. Dude, it's higher or lower. This is how you win this game. Tactical.
171.
Camp's the winner. He was the closest.
Wait.
It was 438 days.
The
Wow.
fuck?
Over a year
What the fuck?
at sea, adrift on his little fishing boat.
Without ever coming into contact with land.
Yeah. On the, what was it, the Pacific Ocean.
Wow.
How unlucky is that?
How
I think you just
lucky
like
is that?
eventually just drift into some kind of land.
Yeah.
It's not even like, you know, if
Or
it's-
come across someone.
He was just at the whim of the sea, though. He had no way of, like, turning his boat or anything. He was just at the whim of the ocean.
I mean, statistically, that must be amazing that he never encountered any kind of life
yeah.
for a
that
year.
could help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine the shit he saw. I bet he saw whales and sharks and all kinds of crazy shit. Over a year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Krakens, Cthulhu, everything.
Oh, don't. Don't. Born February 7th in 1912 in Virginia, USA, Roy C. Sullivan had a long career as a park ranger starting in Shenandoah National Park in 1936. He soon became famous for surviving a lightning strike. However, that would not be the last time he was hit by lightning. How many times was he hit by lightning in his
I'm a
lifetime?
survivor.
5.
Mr. Neil?
9.
Yeah, I think it is like actually quite, yeah.
It's 7.
Oh.
Rock, paper, scissors, cock.
Rock, paper, scissors, cock. Rock, paper, scissors, cock. Smash, smash,
Yay,
my boy.
Mr. Neil's on the board.
That's when you know the big man's got it in for you, isn't it?
7 times. He holds the Guinness World Record for surviving the most recorded lightning strikes and passed away in 1983 of non-lightning related causes.
That's insane.
Question number 4. In 1971, 17-year-old Julianne Kopchik was on board a plane on her way to visit her father in Peru with her mother when the plane crashed into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, killing everyone on board apart from Julianne, or Juliane, however you pronounce her name, who suffered a broken collarbone and some deep gashes. Instead of staying put and waiting for help, she made her way through the rainforest until she was rescued.
Me.
How many days did she spend in the Amazon rainforest before she was rescued?
I'm a survivor.
32.
Okay, Mr. Neil?
132.
No, it was 11.
Oh,
11 days.
I thought it was going to be quite low.
fuck's sake.
Even so, 11 days in the Amazon rainforest as a 17-year-old rich girl who's just crashed, her private plane's just crashed. Yeah, that's a fucking tremendous.
Must she be inspiration for Tomb Raider?
Oh, yeah, possibly. Possibly. Question number 5. In 2013, Nigerian cook Harrison Okene was working on a tugboat that capsized just off the Nigerian coast. The boat sank 100 feet to the bottom of the sea, and Harrison was left in a small pocket of air in the freezing water, surrounded by the floating bodies of his dead crewmates. Harrison was rescued when a group of divers came across the sunken boat.
I've seen a video of that.
Yeah, it's it went viral.
Yes.
Yeah.
How long was Harrison stuck in the boat?
I'm a survivor.
2 days.
It's the eye of tiger.
6 days.
3 days.
Hey.
Kemp gets it.
This game's
Kemp
bullshit.
smashing it. That's crazy though. Like that
Yeah.
video is
Yeah.
pretty haunting. Like you just see the guy, he's just like sat there and like he's on a countertop or whatever it is, in his little air pocket. Grim, surrounded by your dead mates.
Surely the air's going to run out of there soon.
Yeah, it was. He was nearly suffocating. Like the divers found him and gave him some oxygen, took him up.
Yeah.
Cray. Think he got the bends on the way up.
Shit.
He'd been down there too long. In 2003, Aaron Rayston was hiking in Blue John Canyon, Utah, when a huge boulder fell into the canyon he was hiking through and trapped his arm.
Yep.
Ringing any bells?
Yep.
Hang on! Stuck with no way of being found and after running out of rations, Aaron knew he would die if he didn't do something drastic. So he amputated his own arm with a pocket knife.
Yep.
How long was Aaron stuck in days? Fast math, fast math.
3 days.
Incorrect.
Was it 8 days?
Do the math. What's the film called?
I can't remember.
72, wasn't it?
127 hours.
Oh.
Oh, now buzzers.
I'm a survivor.
4 days.
No.
4 and a little bit.
5 days.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well played. Right. Question number 7. In 2007, these have all got such weird names that are hard to pronounce. Ewa Wisniewska was attending the paragliding world championship in Australia. Australia! One of our favourite places that we've never been to. When a colossal thunderstorm hit the site without warning, Ewa's paraglider was sucked into the sky by the storm and taken to heights beyond regular humans' ability to survive. How high was she thrown in thousands of feet?
I'm a survivor.
20,000 feet.
Mr. Neil?
60,000 feet.
Kemp gets it. It's 32,000 feet.
I originally wanted to say 32,000. I don't know why. 32,000 is such a nice number when you're talking about aircraft and shit. The sky. It is.
In 1961, Dr. Leonid Rogozov was the sole physician on a Soviet Antarctic expedition when he felt a sudden pain in his stomach. Thousands of miles away from help, he decided the only solution was to perform surgery on himself.
Shit. I didn't mean to press that. Sorry.
He asked the driver to hold a mirror and, without anaesthetic and proper tools, he performed surgery on himself and saved his own life. What did he remove from his abdomen?
His appendix.
Bang on, Cam.
Yeah.
I had a multiple choice in case you didn't get it. But yeah, it was his appendix.
I legit wanted to say that when I did accidentally bust it the first time, but I didn't want to show off.
Cam's on fire tonight.
He is
Fucking hell.
smashing it. Question number 9. In 2006, Aussie legend Ricky McGee decided to go on a road trip through the Australian outback when his car ran out of fuel in the middle of nowhere. He had no phone signal and very limited supplies. He started wandering through the outback, dehydrated and vulnerable to deadly wildlife.
It's Australia.
I wrote tother.
Yeah.
This is a normal day in Australia.
Typo. He survived by drinking his own piss and eating roadkill. How long did he survive before being found by a passing motorist? In days. Australian outback.
Can't be very high because it's like
I'm going 6 days.
6 days. Okay, Mr. Camp.
I won't say 6.
Well, you can't because I've said it. You're winning.
I'm gonna say 9.
Camp gets it.
Hey.
It was 71 days.
Holy shit.
71 days because the outback is fucking massive. He went on an adventure for 2 months.
God, he must have been burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
He was fucked up.
He must have been like piss-smelling jerker at that point.
This brings us to the final question, ladies.
One question that matters.
Why would you say that?
I'm in the lead. I don't care.
I mean, Camp's on 7. Mr. Neil has a measly 2.
I've done so shit.
I mean, I don't know what's happened, but
I don't know.
It's what happened to me last week, mate. If you were here, you would have seen me get crushed.
hang on, what's this? It says here, this question is worth 6 points.
Ooh.
Wowzers.
Insane.
Wow.
In 1972, a small plane carrying members of the Uruguayan rugby team crashed in the Andes. 29 of the 45 passengers survived the crash, but hadn't means of calling for rescue. The survivors stayed at the crash site and were famously forced to eat the flesh of the dead to survive before 2 of the rugby players eventually went for help.
Yep.
16 survived. How long were they stuck on the mountain? In days.
That's about the one bit I don't know.
Ah!
I'm a survivor.
32.
Okay, very confidently incorrect there. Mr. Neil?
Higher or lower? Can I have a clue?
That's your choice, isn't it?
I'm going higher, which hasn't worked for me at all, but I'm going for it. I'm going for 72 days.
Yeah.
Have you seen my tablet?
No, I've not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because it says there. 72 days.
Well
Bang
played.
on.
Spot on.
Cheat.
Well played.
I'm calling cheating. There's no way you knew that.
There's no way I'm
You've been
fucking
terrible through the whole thing. Then you nail it on the last question.
No, that's fair. That's the name of the game, man. It happens. But yeah,
I did not deserve that win.
6 points
Yeah,
added on there.
But the amusing thing
got-
about that,
Double digits on the shy board. Yeah.
well played.
Oh, you've almost snagged Camp there.
So that last question, that situation where maybe the
Alive.
film have it alive, yeah.
Yeah.
the slightly ironic thing about it is, so yeah, those two guys set off to go and get help basically from somewhere, and they went, let's say, left, like down that way of the route. If they went right, about 3 miles that way, it was like a big ski lodge and shit like that. It was
Really?
it's like you're hearing like the cartoons sort of being like, oh yeah, left's like a path full of danger and treachery and whatever, and right is a path with golden paved stones and shit.
Puppies on it and shit.
Yeah, it's one of them sort of things. It's kind of surely, yeah, they chose poorly.
Well, what else can you do though
Yeah.
when you're trapped on a mountain and you're eating your friends?
Yeah, it is quite an interesting thing. There's a few books about it and stuff. It's
72
hard read.
days. Fucking hell. The cold is something I couldn't do. Like freezing to death. Oh man, it'd be horrid.
Yeah.
I hate being too cold.
Apparently, maybe going through like people's luggage that we could find, seeing what we could find to burn and stuff, just to keep them warm. All sorts of things. But yeah, I've just put myself down in my head. I thought, no, I can't do it. I don't want to get eaten, and at the same time, I don't want to be here.
Just go lay naked in the snow if you want to end it all. That's it. Job done.
Yeah, but then I'm going to get eaten.
Yeah, after you're dead.
Not that anyone want to eat me anyway. I'm like a giant pork scratching.
But yeah, there you go. That's the survival nub hub.
Yeah.
Well played, guys. Well played, Cam. And then even more well played, Mr. Neil, for winning.
I
Smashed it.
hollow victory. I didn't.
No,
deserve
it's
that.
not. It's not.
Did not deserve it.
If you'd have just said one higher than Cam, like I would have done, then it would be hollow. But you fucking banged it on the head.
Yeah.
Like, got it spot on. So I can't fight you for that, man. Deserved win.
You can let go of any shame that you're feeling right now because for nailing it spot on. Yeah, that's a get out of jail free card. That.
Let us know how you did at home.
Yeah, how'd you do? Play along at home?
Yeah, but I did better.
You still lost, Cam.
Hello.
Oh, getting big for your boots over there.
I could be a sore loser. No, sore almost winner.
Sore runner-up.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, penultimate winner.
Join us next week for Cam's Corner. He sits in the corner, thinking of boys. It's nearly time to go, and our semen has been spent. But we have still got time for a wheel of content. Hey, Cam!
Yo,
Catch! Unlock that shit, man. Let's get down to the basement.
click, creak.
Your sound effects every week are just sublime.
Well, until we get that new MIDI keyboard and stuff, you know, I'll make do with what I've got.
Fair dues, man. Fair dues. Let's head down. We survived the staircase, even with Camp shenanigans jumping off that last step, man. You've got to watch yourself. There's a risk of gangrene down here. I'm just going to put the light on. Ah, there we go. Oh, there's an accumulation of shit in here, isn't there?
It's getting pretty full.
Yeah. As you can see, there is a trapdoor at the back of the basement, just behind the wheel.
Wicked.
Kent, if you'd like to open that trapdoor up for us.
Creak.
That's better. As you can see, it's a little tunnel, a little shaft that goes down to a giant dark tank of water.
Ooh.
Oh.
Don't know what's down there, but
Is it like a deprivation chamber?
how much? Kind of, yeah.
Cool.
How much money would it take for you to stay in there for 6 hours?
Did you say
You got oxygen, but you're in the dark water.
Oh, no. No. Nobody.
I don't really have to move. I can just float there for a bit.
You don't know what's in there. Anything could be in there.
Could be. Could
No
not be.
from me, dog.
Just darkness.
How much do I win? Sorry.
How much do you want?
Ooh,
Make an
Stay
offer.
in there for 6 hours.
$1 million per hour.
$1 million per hour.
Yeah. $1 million quid per
Doctor
hour.
Evil
sorry.
negotiations.
I don't know.
$1 million.
I'm not greedy. 6 million do me for life, for the rest of my life.
Okay, well, I'll give you £3.22. That's all the money I have.
Okay, do I get it on a gift card or something like that?
Yeah, I'll bank transfer online through the app.
Okay.
Give you an IOU.
Yeah. Right on the Rizzler.
Right, get down there and count.
Okay. Bye.
Strip off. Let's see your nards.
Oh, no one wants to see that.
Oh, well, fuck that. That's too scary. Yeah. Let's go over to the wheel. As you can see, the glorious multicolour Technicolor Pooh Finger penis is dripping its semen of selection all across those glorious survival tiles that have been randomly generated this week.
Should I put my clothes back on yet?
No, man, I'd like to watch.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to watch as you spin that motherfucking wheel, Cam.
Great spin.
Oh, see his nuts jiggle.
Unpopular opinion.
Minecraft is a big pile of dog shit. And is a plague to society and is just a tool for pedos to groom children online.
That was getting cut then.
I mean, that dream guy got caught, didn't he?
Yep. There's loads of pedos on Minecraft.
Oh,
I
I'm
have
sure
to be
there
extra
probably is at
safe
some
with my
point.
child who loves Minecraft and put all the locks on there. She's like, oh, look, this is my friend I've been talking to. No,
it's
no. You don't be talking to people on Minecraft.
Yeah.
Nah, man. So it's fucking dodgy as fuck, man. Like, I'm sure it's a cute looking game and everything, and there's some very clever people that do some very clever builds on it and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's too much of a gateway for dark arts.
Fair enough. My unpopular opinion would be that I don't think survival games are very good. I don't think they're very fun.
I didn't used to. A few years ago, I didn't touch survival games. I've just been through my back catalogue of like games I've got achievements on, so games I would have played a fair bit of.
Yeah.
And there's barely any survival games on there once you get past like the past couple of years. But I've gotten into them and I've started enjoying it more because a lot of survival games don't tell you what to do. There's no hand-holding in it. There's no objective points. There's like no markers or anything. You've got to survive and figure it out. Like it's the whole part of it.
Here's the deep end, right?
Yeah, so like I watched a few YouTube videos like, how does this game work? And then once you get into the flow of like how the game mechanics go, you can play pretty much any of them. You just got to watch a YouTube video to understand it. But and I've enjoyed doing it that way, like unlocking survival instincts.
Fair enough.
Having fun with the building. I love building mechanics in games anyway, so...
See, I don't. That doesn't appeal to me.
I am within reason, as long as it's not too complicated. I.e. Code and Exile is perfect.
Yeah, if you've got to grab, like, you need to chop down 30 trees to build a wall for your base. No. Like, that's too tedious. But, no, I think a lot of them, the grind can be quite fun and, like, peaceful. Like, they're quite stress relieving. I find just unwind, just chopping trees down and, like, building a little cabin in Valheim. Like, kill a few goblins. Some deer.
Not
nice
goblins. Spinneroo?
Give that motherfucker a spin, Cam.
See? No, look.
Oh, respin.
Oh, respin. Can I get a rewind? R/.
Oh, slash.
I'm going to go R/survival games then, I guess.
See what comes up.
Survival gaming?
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. 28,000 members in the survival gaming subreddit. Go top posts all time. Survive the fallout and rebuild what was lost in End Zone 2. It's just a bunch of like...
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a funny meme here from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It says survival games be like, and it's a picture from Uncharted, I believe. And there's a big stack of bullets, fucking bullets all over the floor, but you can only pick up 2 of them.
Yeah. Encumbrance is such a ball ache in survival games, I must admit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But no, this one I found working on the physical constraints in Unreal Engine 5 so that players can hang on to their backpacks with tools and weapons to discover the open world. And it's just like a little little clip of a guy walking around with a backpack and you hang your tools off it and stuff. Well, that's a cool little
pretty
mechanic.
Cool. Jiggling away.
Yeah, so you'll have like a certain amount of slots to carry shit.
I mean, it looks like this sub has a lot of people that have made survival games and are trying to show them off.
Yeah.
Which is, okay, cool for them, but shit content for us.
Oh, yeah. Here, just check out a high-quality devlog for a survival game I'm developing with my wife. Any feedback is appreciated. It looks half decent. Oh, no, he's gone underwater. No, there's an eel. No, I'm out. Sorry.
Ooh. Someone here has got a Waterworld themed survival, stroke underwater exploration. Scary or intriguing?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, it's got like the sort of, the sort of like walled city we had in there.
Oh, it's the Sunken Land game.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good, thanks.
Looks a bit like The Raft.
Yeah?
The Raft?
Yeah, have you guys ever played that one?
No.
Oh, you're literally stranded at sea on a piece of wood.
Yeah.
You have a hook and a line. And
I've played a version of it on the mobile game.
Yeah, and you have like driftwood and barrels and stuff float by, and you got to hook them and pull them in, and that's how you get your materials.
Yeah.
Then you build more of your raft, and you end up on like massive floating city that you've built.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But there's sharks pecking at your feet and things like.
Yeah, I played a mobile game version of it, and it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I think that's the one Adam was playing as well. That's Obed.
Yeah.
The one that you said he got into.
Yeah.
Yeah, spin up, motherfucking wheel cup.
Off topic.
Off topic. My phone needs charging.
Off topic. I completed RoboCop Rogue City and got the platinum trophy on it.
Ooh.
It was fucking awesome. And I'm intrigued to hear your thoughts, Mr. Cooper, as you are borrowing the game.
Yes, you have brought it round tonight, and I'm looking at it now, and it looks glorious.
Oh, it's really fucking cool.
I can't wait to be RoboCop.
Yeah.
I'm going to install it tonight when I get in. When I get all the way home. From what you've told me, I'm going to enjoy it.
I think you will.
Because it sounds like a bit of Cop Simulator that I was playing recently, where you got to ticket cars and stop people in the street and like, oh no, you're jaywalking, like give them a ticket or like check their ID and things like that.
Yeah, there's bits in there that are like that. And I like to always imagine that RoboCop has a printer built into him.
Yeah.
So when he finds the car that's like double parked, it's alright, prints out a ticket from like his arm,
And tears it off.
slaps it on the car.
There you go, man.
It's like, his right hand side has got to be Beretta and left hand side's got a Game Boy printer. Something like that. Yeah.
Awesome
Yeah.
So
sauce.
Polaroid and prints out and starts shaking it.
Oh, off topic also,
Just a moment, please.
the most tremendous thing that's happened today is Kent brought round his Hot Toys Darth Vader.
Oh, it was so cool.
Not to dox him and say, hey guys. But, oh man, it made my day seeing that. I've seen Hot Toys in the cabinet in your shop.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've seen them in the flesh. But I've never been able to hold one. And today you made that dream come true, Camp. And I'm still aroused now. I kind of want to go into your car and steal it.
Huh?
And put it in, set it up in my house because it's so good. The detail on it, the eyeball, the moving eyeball. Oh,
Sorry, just for the record, my car's one that looks like these. The figure itself is pretty good actually. I've only had a look over it, but you're right. Yeah, the detail on it is really decent. It's just excuse me, just a shame what you said about the.
wrist joints.
No, the other one with the Obi-Wan, the head sculpt isn't too great.
Yeah, it's not. There's just something not quite right, but it's still amazing.
Yeah.
Like, especially the deluxe one with the floating rocks.
Yeah.
Looks fucking great. Just as the head sculpt's just not quite right. Just throws it, but still, it's Obi-Wan. Fucking get it. Oh man, it was just so nice to hold. And just like feel the quality and like moving the joints.
I do have to admit, as I say, we've been offered quite a few hot toys recently, and I've had to say that to myself, like, no, come on, you're in a fucking frenzy. Stop.
It's like me when I started with the Black Series and the vintage collection stuff. I was just like, I'll get one every week. Like, oh, yeah, no, that was only a tenner. I could get that one. Yeah, nah, man, it's a slippery slope. But like, if you've got the money for hot toys, fuck me. Now you're in.
At a minute, one of them, admittedly, is like at least half of this, but I've got roughly about £1,400 worth of toys on order.
Fucking hell.
And that's only like 5 things.
I'm jealous, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I know that if I had the money, I'd buy so many.
I ain't got money.
Well, if I had the money, I'd obviously move house and shit first. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, man,
disposable hot
would be the
toys
goal.
money. Right.
Yeah. Oh, just imagine that. Just imagine being in Cat's position. Like, just hot toys. Yeah, I'll just drop nearly £2,000 on hot toys. No danger.
Would it then ruin, like, going back to normal figs? Like, the next Black Series you get, is that going to feel proper dog shit?
I don't know, because I was playing with my toys the other night, and I was like, oh, these are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I might swap them all around again and get the vintage collection out instead of the Black Series.
For me, it's when you make that switch to start appreciating the Black Series things like that scale, and then you see like a retro series one, like is it 3.75 inch?
I hate the retro series.
Yeah,
dog shit.
And it's just not the same anymore. It's like is it Toy Story? It's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And it just chucks it, and it's all like, oh no, it's one of them sort of things. But that's what it is like with hot toys, and then like the next series down, it's like you don't want to chuck them because you've got so many, you've got that nostalgia for a few years, and then like eventually it's like, yeah, I kind of want to get these now and just concentrate on them. Just the same, it costs like £300 each.
It's a shame there's not really like a middle ground. Because it is kind of like Black Series. The next step's hot toys.
Yeah. It is the next logical step, but they're so fucking expensive.
It's that Dark Empire Luke.
That's so good.
Because I didn't even know about the Artisan Edition until I just happened to look on their website. So you have
you got the Artisan Edition?
Oh no, we can't get them. Thank fuck for this, because I actually asked our buyer, because again I was in a frenzy.
I had a problem.
Yeah,
I was frothing at the gash for more hot toys.
I legitimately was. I was hovering like above the enter button to send the email. I was like, I'm like hand literally jittering.
I'll take 3.
No, so I sent a message off to our buyer. Says like, oh mate, I don't suppose you can get hold of like the Artisan one, can you? And that was like Friday at 4 PM. So obviously he's already fucked off home. So I had to wait.
Thursday.
So I had to wait until like Tuesday, because it was a bank holiday as well, before he's back in. And he says like, oh no, you got to get back through a website, mate. And I sent it all back saying, thank fuck for that. I said, because I was in a frenzy, I couldn't stop myself, man.
And then you immediately went on the wait list.
I did go and have another look at it. I always like to say bye. Yeah.
Oh, they are beautiful things. Things of beauty for the growing man-child.
Yeah. Oh, it's got like woven hair and shit, man. Oh no, I'm back on it.
Stop
I'm back
it,
on
man.
it.
Spin that fucking wheel, man. Ooh, that was a hell of a spin.
Powerful spin.
Ooh.
Bear Grylls or Ray Mears?
Bear Grylls or Ray Mears?
What about Ray Grylls? Bear Mears.
I gotta say Bear Grylls.
Bear Mears.
Bear Grylls for the shock factor.
Yeah, and the thing with Bear Grylls is, like, he did all of his shit when he had to. So, like, he's allowed to get a hotel room now. He earned his keep.
That's it. What you've seen on screen of all the feats that he's done, like, it's a TV show, then they're recording it, but they're going to their places.
Yeah.
That cameraman's going to and doing all that
That's
stuff.
what I was going to say, yeah.
Like, it's a fucking big feat that those shows have been made. Like, a lot of them.
Yeah. But a lot of them are done in comfort. Like, Out of Shot is the fucking country club to stay in.
Yeah.
But like, he used to be in the SAS, and
he's earned his stripes.
Like, he does genuinely know it. He's just now in a position where he doesn't have to do it. Whereas Ray Mears just keeps doing that kind of shit for some reason.
He's just a pleasant guy to watch on the screen, like for old people to watch. And they go, oh, Ray Mears, he's such a clever lad.
Just quickly going back to what you're saying about with the cameras and stuff like that, people having to take cameras up and doing all these things with them. Did you ever hear about the John Noakes thing when he had to go and clean like pigeon shit off of Nelson's column? And like he did it just gladly. He did it twice, funny enough. But like the first time he did it was on like literally planks of wood just sticking out of things. Like, oh yeah, just climb up here. It's like, yeah, right, why not?
Fred Dibner.
Yeah, very much Fred Dibner. But to be fair, he did it. He just like John Noakes just go up the side of here. But yeah, they had a cameraman as well up there, obviously because it was for Blue Peter, and this was in like I think very late 70s, maybe early 80s, when the cameras were big, fucking chunky things like. What you'd see is filming a movie or something like that, but like a movie within a movie, that type of idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, people who take the cameras up there and do all that sort of jazz, fair play to them.
That's a lot of weight to fucking carry up a ladder up the side of a column.
Oh, yeah, just carry this £400 camera through the Amazon.
Did you guys play the Bear Grylls Choose Your Own Adventure on Netflix?
No.
Yeah, on
know there
Netflix
was
there's a
one.
thing, and it's like each episode is a different scenario. So there's one where like you're stuck in the desert. There's one where you're retrieving.
It's like a Steve Jackson book.
Kind of, yeah. There's another one where Bear
Sounds
Grylls has
like
got
mine.
to retrieve like the black box from a crash plane, and you're in the mountains. And he's like, right, we've got two options. I can go down this spooky cave and I don't know what's down there, or I can use this like rusty chain and climb over the mountain. And then you choose which one he does.
Right.
Drink my own piss.
Yeah, and like you get further. It's like just choose your own adventure, and Bear Grylls then does the thing. It's pretty cool.
That does sound pretty cool. Is it still on there?
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome. I'll have to check that out.
yeah. He's done a couple of them, but they're really good.
I absolutely
sounds really
love
fun.
Choose Your Own Adventures. It's
Yeah,
so
there's some
good.
good ones. Have you seen the off topic Kimmy Schmidt one?
No,
Have you watched
Yeah, I
the
think I have,
series of
actually.
Breakable Kimmy Schmidt?
no.
It's worth a watch. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a Choose Your Own Adventure episode, and yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah.
There's been a few like that. I can't remember what else. There's, Black Mirror did one as well, didn't
Yeah.
they? That Bandersnatch.
Yeah, there's Carmen Sandiego did one.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Raven
Oh,
Times
shit.
Carmen San Diego.
Yeah, it's like an old PC game, Choose Your Own Adventure. Then they did it as a series,
Saturday,
and then they've done a Choose Your Own Adventure on it.
Saturday morning cartoon, man.
Yeah.
Oh, never heard of it.
Netflix also got one where the New Day are going through Undertaker's house.
As you do.
Yeah, and you got the Undertaker like hunting them down. That was pretty fun.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, all on Netflix. Just, I think if you go on the search, there's like an interactive tab,
Yeah.
and that's where all of these are. All these interactive Choose Your Own Adventures.
Awesome, awesome.
But yeah, there's a couple Bear Grylls ones. They're pretty cool.
I'm actually looking at getting a couple of books at work that are like the old Steve Jackson ones, but they're Marvel based.
Oh, that's
good.
cool.
So are we saying Bear Grylls then?
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
go Bear
yeah.
Grylls.
Yeah, not gamers.
I mean, they're both really cool, but Bear Grylls is a bit cooler.
Yeah, he is a bit cooler, isn't he?
It's a bit about.
Bit more of an action man.
Yeah.
Go for it. Watch yourself, Cam.
Sorry, just get my knob call to it.
Get your number!
Hey!
Alright, everyone in the world, get your penis out. If you've not got a penis, get someone else's penis out.
We're going to do some jousting.
Yeah, just swing it around and then put it back. Zip.
That was fun.
Job done. Yeah, that was a fun get your knob out.
I believe when
Right.
it does land on this, we get a free pick, don't we?
Oh, yeah, we do as well, yeah. Anyone got any suggestions?
Kev's pointing it off topic.
Oh, just because it's always fun. Zombie survival.
Zombie survival. We can't talk about zombie survival games without talking about State of Decay 2. And
Yeah.
how fucking awesome it is.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Mine went a bit buggy and like locked itself.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it's not the cleanest game.
No, it does have its flaws,
Yeah.
but the premise is there. It's a slight build upon the first one, but enough to make it more enjoyable. And yeah, just a really good concept for a survival game. I think that's the first survival game I played where I was like, these could be really good.
Yeah.
Once you get into the swing of things.
I think every single game should have a zombie mode.
Oh, yeah.
Every single game.
Zombies
Like,
make every game way more fun.
For example, say you got a driving game. It's like, yeah, that's perfectly fine, but the streets are lined with zombies. So every now and then he's ploughing through people. It's like,
It's like Carmageddon.
yeah, basically, yeah.
One thing I didn't like about State of Decay was they were a bit cheeky in that at the start they gave you loads of ammo.
Yeah.
So you just go around fucking ploughing through everything, shoot every single zombie, then out of nowhere, they're like, yeah, there's no more ammo.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
You got to build your own.
yeah.
Salvage.
You
to
might
be able
find
to
3
build ammo.
bullets.
Yeah. But you can stockpile that shit. Like
Yeah.
once you get the hang of the mechanic, it's the same with any survival game. Once you get into the rhythm of it, you just like, you got to venture further out because you're clearing out houses, house by house, taking everything you can find and carry, and running it back to your base.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. I love doing shit like that. I love the grind.
Shout out to The Last of Us. Amazing zombie survival games.
That is a good one. Zombie survival.
I remember a game on the Mega Drive. I believe it was also on the SNES and other systems from that era. In the UK, it was called Zombies Ate My Neighbours.
Yes. The top-down isometric thing where you go around around the map and
Uncommon
go
game.
through the hedges. Uncommon, is it?
Yeah.
I fucking loved that game as a kid.
No, it's a good game.
One thing that annoyed the fuck out of me about that was the fact that each enemy type you could only kill with a certain weapon type, so which made sense, I suppose. So, for example, I think zombies you're okay with your water pistol, let's say, but werewolves you had to use like a silver something or other, and whatever else and so on. It was really fucking annoying.
It was really hard. I could never do
really
very
tricky.
much.
Yeah.
I couldn't survive very long.
No. Trying to find all your friends and stuff.
Yeah, I was constantly restarting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a time limit, didn't it? Didn't each level you had like 100 seconds or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, most games back then did,
Yeah.
didn't they? It's like you could play for 2 minutes and that's it.
That always got me. I was like, I can't find the last person. 3, 2, reset.
Another game from that sort of era was a game called Poltergeist, or Haunting.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And do you remember the cartoon Doug?
Yes.
Do you remember the bad guy in that? Is it Johnny? Do you remember what he looked like? Like green with like a little sort of ginger sort of squizzle for a hair there. Basically, that's kind of what you look like as this poltergeist, right? It's like his little leather jacket sort of thing. And you can't about the house and they can't see you.
When you like haunting the piano and stuff, don't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shit like that.
You gotta try and scare the people off.
But occasionally like, we've got dogs, and of course dogs can see you, and it's like, oh shit, you'd have to fanny about doing all that shit. But yeah, it's a really good one, that.
Good times. Zombie games are always fun. I'll give it a spin.
I think it's been lubed up tonight.
It has.
Need to get in on that. Survival movie.
Survival movie. Did you have one in mind, Mr. Neil?
Predator.
Predator.
Yeah.
Good one.
OG Predator.
I was thinking Alive, as mentioned earlier, the people on the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some crazy shit. That was a crazy film. I remember the hype for that back in the day. It was like 94 or something, 95 that they made that movie.
Yeah. Oh, I've not actually read it yet. Well, sorry, listened to it yet, but I've got an audiobook by someone who wrongly got locked up in a... And now, forgive me on this, because this might sound a bit off, but is it with Turkish jails that are fucking mental? Like, they got really fucking dangerous.
They're all fucking dangerous.
I think every country has dangerous prisons.
Yeah,
I know, but
prisons are not very nice places.
But there's like one particular place that's like outstanding, and it's like, but in the worst way possible. But basically, he got locked up in there for like about 5 or 6 years for something he didn't do, and he survived and got out. And yeah, he wrote a book about it, and it's like the blurb saying like, yeah, it's absolutely terrifying. It's like, if memory serves correct, I think he had something like a speck of marijuana on his shoe. That was it.
Best survival story ever, The Revenant. I've not seen the movie.
No, I've not seen it.
But the story is based on the real life man Hugh Glass. It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, if that movie's even half of what actually happened to the dude, then it must be one of the best movies ever made, because it's insane.
I think it is considered one of the best.
Give us a quick lowdown.
So he's a mountain man, and he's like, I think he's like been in the army, he's a veteran. It's like in the Wild West days. I think it's like 1850s or something like that.
Red Dead times.
Yeah, it's Red Dead times, pre-Red Dead times, and yeah, it's just I can't remember what happens. There's like loads of betrayal and stuff in it. I've listened to loads of podcasts about him.
Gets attacked by bears a couple of times.
Yeah, a few times. Like, and he gets his leg all gashed up and stuff, and he lets maggots feed on the decaying flesh, so he doesn't get infected.
Makes sense.
And like, so he walks around like covered in maggots and stuff. And he like, after one bear attack, he like crawled something ridiculous like 42 miles or something to like to a town, and to get fixed up, like, and he was just fucked and nearly dead. He nearly died like fucking 8 times like in his life, and a big portion of his life, like literal years of his life, was because he was left for dead by the guys he was with, was him trying to get his rifle back. It's like from the guys that took it off him, like when they left him for dead.
Wow.
And he spends like so many years tracking them down and goes through all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it's fucking well worth a look into. There's loads of podcasts about it.
Out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Ah! Oh. Shit. My broken rib.
Well,
Off topic, I broke a rib.
your rib did not survive.
Yeah. I'm surviving, just. Well, that was some juicy fucking content. Yeah, lots of survival talk there.
Yeah, man. And Star Wars and Hot Toys.
Yeah. Rando.
An obscure Mega Drive or Sega Genesis games. Yeah.
Well, suppose. Well, let's fucking turn the light off then. Play like home.
Play like a home.
Let's fucking head upstairs. I went. Close that shit up, Cat.
Creek.
We'll see what fucking appears next week in the Wheel of Content. Wheel of Content.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is time to go, and I hope you had some fun. Were you listening with your finger up your bum? So there you have it, another mighty fine episode of the Pooh Finger Podcast. We survived.
We
We did.
Well played, guys.
Thank
we
you.
lived to Pooh Finger another day. So next week, we're talking aliens.
Ooh.
Oh, so all kinds of alien things.
Not just xenomorphs, but general extraterrestrials.
Yeah, not just the Alien franchise, though.
Grey Visitors.
Made famous by Ridley
Yes.
Scott and James Cameron. No, all aliens. Like, could be true life stories, could be comic books, could be video games, could be anything. Shout out to all the PFFs out there. That's how, like, do you know how people have collective names for fans these days, like Swifties or Beliebers? Well, you guys are our PFFs.
Yeah.
Pooh Finger Friends.
Ah.
We're all friends here.
Oh, yeah. And if any of our PFFs want to reach out, where can they reach out to, Cam?
Well, we could always send us an email, but fuck that, send us a Gmail.
Fuck yeah. So where do they send it to?
PoohFingerPodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. Then if they want to follow us on the socials.
Pretty much anywhere else, it's at PoohFinger.
At Pooh Finger?
Pod.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the first slip up of season 2.
No.
No?
At the very beginning, there was many. I think that was when most of the comedy was milked dry from camp. Not getting it right, but no, very good, Cap.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you. So I've been awake for quite a lot of hours at this point.
You've survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, play along at home. See you
Yeah.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.